To another episode of Padakship tutorial on how to use software called Google Chat. Let's go to padakship.org and then click on Padakship in the US. Under About, you can see Volunteer for Padakship, and then click on this button which goes to volunteer.padakship.org. Then go to Must Now, and under that you will see Software. So you must download Gmail, Google Chat, or Google Drive. All these are necessary for our purpose. If you scroll down, there is a quick guide on how to use Google Chat. This requires padakship.org ID to log in. And here we have brief introduction about how to use Google Chat, a couple of videos which are very useful. Take some time to go through these. One of the key features is forwarding, and you can click on that to know more about it, and I will show briefly how to do that. There is also a video on that. So let's go to Google Chat website, and for this purpose I will show you. I don't know if so this I'm actually looking at Google Chat on my MacBook. For people who use Windows or some other platform, they will see it a little bit different. You cannot probably see it on your screen, but there is at the top there is account, where if you click it will show you the account that you are using for logging into Google Chat. Now if we go here, so if you click that button, you can see group message, create room, browse rooms. Don't use group message at all. This is very chaotic. It's one of the limitations of Google Chat, and I have listed the limitations of group message on the volunteer website that I just showed before coming to Google Chat. Always use rooms, but you don't have to create any room. You should be automatically added to a room by an admin. If not, you can just ask one of the admins to add you to the proper chat room. So you don't have to do anything here. You can also add a bot. Right now, chat bots, there's a lot of chat bots, but you are only allowed to install Google Meet, Google Drive, Zoom, and Poly. Poly is for the quick polling. On the left, you can see the chat rooms where you have already been added. Let's go to this one, testing, where I have created the chat room, and here I can see if I click here, I can see who are the members in this chat room, and I can also make sure my notifications are on. If I click here and go to settings, make sure you select all messages. So as we start with Google Chat, we should make sure all of them are all the messages are selected for notifications. But as you go become more experienced, then you can select other options. But for now, let's keep it at all messages. Play sounds, push notifications, also all messages. And email, this is also very important to for people who are not probably checking their Google Chat software or app. This will be an additional layer where if people use @ sign and their name or DMs, then it will also go to an email, and if you don't read the message on chat. So select that, and rest of them are okay, you can keep them selected. So these are very important. Without the notifications, the usage of Google Chat is not, it's kind of defeats the purpose. So make sure you do this properly, all messages. And then let's give an example of how to use Polly. This is the polling bot. So you have to write it this way, and we can find this. You can just do a Google search on how to use this and you can find it. You can ask Google Meet to schedule a meeting. So this is another quick tool. One important feature is if someone uploads a file, let's say this file, you can quickly forward it to your inbox, and it says forwarding and then message forwarded to inbox. Now it goes directly to your email, and I will show in a bit how to save that in Google Drive. This is very important feature, forwarding to inbox. So any important file can be saved in your Google Drive this way. This is the only way to do it. If you need to add some file from your computer, you can upload from here, add from your Google Drive. If you want to do a quick video meeting within the room, you can just click on that button, which will pop up this window, and then whoever clicks on that will go to that video meeting. Try to make a habit of using @ so that way you can directly notify people who you're talking with. For example, I want to talk to Arnab, so I will just say testing, and this is a good way to communicate, and this also makes it easier for tracking. And I immediately got a reply. You can also do a Zoom meeting. You can just say @Zoom, start a meeting. It will immediately start a meeting with a password here. Anyone can log in. When you are discussing about some issues within that room, for example, Callman.com or Select.com or whatever, always start a new thread where the discussion is about something different from the previous thread. One limitation is that it does not let you name the thread, so you have to put a name, something that is easier to find later on. Let's say sending money to someone, and then you can do reply. Others can reply to that thread, and that thread can go on as long as it's needed. So that's all, a brief overview of how to use Google Chat.